We've got, what have we got? 13. Ah, yeah, 13. On page 750, the report of the chairperson of the Environmental Committee. Go to the bus stop.
Thank you. Look, I'll just speak to the committee's recommendations because they're important. The option A, the mini lounge, in fact, is somewhat more expensive than the option B. But the committee felt that gave the community, and especially the bus riders community, and the best option in terms of how, in fact, the warmest shelter and the best shelter and weight lounge could be configured. So option A leaves it open for that. The whole the other recommendation is, of course, that we come back to a joint meeting with the community board and the environmental committee. The committee also felt that, particularly because we want to get this waiting lounge up and running, that we didn't want any undue delay, especially towards the end of the year. So we're already asking council's indulgence to allow the matter to be delegated, the decision, back to the environmental committee.
Okay, all good. Shall I just put this? Yeah. Oh, Yanni.
Well, no, I just have to ask, because we've taken a lot of public flack. We've been attacked quite strongly by the ECAN over the lack of progress on some of these facilities. But when I read the cost share, this is a Crown-led project. So what I'm still struggling to understand is, why are we doing this? I mean, I'm supportive of looking at what we can do to assist, but I'm really confused over us putting up all this money through the cost share, having an agreement that we're now doing stuff that the Crown wanted to do and said that they were going to do, and they're now doing stuff that we thought we were going to do, like the Performing Arts Precinct. So can anyone just give me an understanding of, at a very high level, like, what is the deal with the cost share? What is the deal with the bus interchange project? Because, you know, we got 10 minutes notice of the design being released, and yet this one, we're doing all the work.
Right.
So
Phil's going to give you that clear understanding.
There's no easy answer, Councillor Johansson, but it's this. I think everybody wants a bus shelter. It is the council's jurisdiction to actually provide infrastructure. I don't want to have a big debate about why or why not we should do it. I just want to see shelters warm. For people catching buses, that's what they want. I don't give a toss who does it, but I just want it done.
Well, did that give you a clear understanding?
There's budget implications, so we've actually signed a cost share.
No, there is. Can we just be clear on the budget implications? Because there is money in the budget for this that is coming from 3 different sources, I think.
Right.
Do you want to elaborate on that? Yeah, right. Yes.
Coming from where?
Yes, there is. We asked that at the Environment Committee. Welcome back, Terry and Richard.
That's okay. I can confirm that the funding for the Riccarton hub and the bus priority measures are included in the cost share agreement in the total amount.
Thank you.
How much?
To my mind, I think it's about $2 million allocated for the Riccarton Superstop hub.
Right. And can you just help me understand?
No, probably not.
Given that this is a Crown-led project, what their involvement is, if any?
The project as a whole and the cost share has a number of elements. It has the central bus interchange. It has the planned super stop on Manchester Street, a planned super stop on the Hospital Corner, a super stop for Riccarton Road, and a super stop for Papanui, plus the Riccarton Road bus priority measures. That's right. All within the package of PT measures under the cost share.
She is really clear that the Crown is leading this,
yeah,
but we're doing it. So I'm just trying to understand how that's happened. Yeah. And I did have another question around when is the priority for Riccarton Road being done as well?
Okay, you can ask that second, because it's not actually part of this. Because there was a separate report on Riccarton Road, and we obviously haven't got to Riccarton Road, and I can understand the imperative to get people out of the rain and actually crossing the road safely.
So at the moment, under the package of PT measures, CCDU are leading on the bus interchange for the central city. and they will also lead the development of the Manchester and Hospital super stops. But the council is leading the process around Riccarton and Papanui because we're closer to the community than CCDU are. So therefore it's more appropriate that we actually run those two parts of the project.
Oh, sorry. Paul.
So just to be clear on our budget implications, with the cost sharing around the bus exchange, which includes the new interchange, the 2 super stops in Manchester and Hospital, the Riccarton Northlands suburban mall interchanges, and the Riccarton Road bus priority, our total funding for that is 29 million in total?
Yeah, that's the agreement.
And the rest is actually handled by Crown and NZTA?
Yes.
Jimmy.
You mentioned earlier regarding to the Riccarton bus exchange, total $2 million. That's including the long-term kind of waiting lounge, or just a moment, it's kind of $2 million, mainly the waiting lounge and some other facilities.
At the moment, the cost share is in terms of providing facilities on Riccarton Road for the short to medium term.
Yeah, okay,
Does that include possibly, if we don't spend it all on here, decent bus stops down the length of Riccarton Road?
Well, that will be included in the Riccarton Road corridor bus.
Excellent, good. So we've left some money for that, have we? We've still got some money left.
There's still funding for the bus parking.
Okay, excellent. Right, any debate on this, or we're all good with it? Seems to have been around for a long time. Cup of tea? No, let's vote on this first, and then you can have a cup of tea. Phil moves, and it's seconded. Jimmy, do you want to second it? Oh. Is it your ward, Jimmy? Okay, I'm fine with that. Okay, let's just put it. Okay, those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, carried. Thank you. That's now carried. Was that a report as a whole? Yes. Was there anything else in it? No. No. Okay, so that report as a whole be adopted. Those in favour, please say aye. Those opposed, carried. Raf has got an urgent issue for a need for a cup of coffee. And it is out there, so 10 minutes? Yeah. Okay, back here, guys, at 3.